The real estate market in Kentucky is booming, and whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Download the ESPN Louisville app. Search ESPN Louisville for streaming, podcasts, and the latest program schedule.
He's got 16. They don't get back. Hayward's looking. Now look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. About midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this. Woo! Broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And from the moment on Friday when I leave you all, I cannot wait. I'm usually counting down the hours to 10 o'clock or like 10:05 to say, Steve Rummage in the building, Nikki V in the booth.
Well, because the weekends bring so much, man. I mean, listen, there's a lot can happen in, what is it? 50, 60 hours since we've been on air. I mean, and a lot has happened. So a lot of things change. A lot of conversations change.
Not change, evolve at this point.
Evolve. Yeah, we can do that. But, so we got to catch up on it all right here.
Nikki V in the booth. Nikki, what's going on, my man?
They want the boot. Good morning, fellas. How we doing?
Phenomenal. Wonderful. How about
Good.
yourself?
I'm great. Rangers advanced last night. Thanks to the bread man in overtime. Very, very happy.
It was pretty good.
We got a little rain last night, but back's feeling better. We got softball this evening.
Are you participating in softball?
Oh, I'm playing.
How's the roster looking tonight?
Well, that's actually literally who I'm texting right now. Patty Ice has a guy that, according to Patty, it was like, brother, this dude can ball. His name's Ian. And he was like, dude, he's
I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm laughing at how you said that.
So I was like, all right.
Because that was Patty Ice.
Yeah. Okay.
Patty's not playing, but he got me a proxy.
Well, we'll welcome Ian.
I did hear Patty say he's done with is he done with high intensity sports?
Yeah, for a little bit. He's gonna let his knee heal a little bit, and he'll just come by and cheer us on from the sidelines.
Listening to Blankenberger this morning encouraged me to everything I've been talking about lately with maybe I should start with low impact stuff. My God. I wasn't bad. Just throw it out the window completely. Just hearing him the way he was talking about it.
About the meal?
No, the meal thing. I'm in.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Just the way he sounded when it was just like he's right out there, and I feel bad, but it was just like I don't run. I do ellipticals, and I was like, yeah, I'm just I gotta keep running. I'm just gonna I'm gonna tell my doctor. I'm saying,
you're the anti-Patty.
I know you told me some arthritis is starting in my knee, but I'm gonna keep running.
I like how Patty was
I can't help it.
I could see you being a swimmer.
No, you're just gonna have to change. Listen, you're going to have to eat more anti-inflammatory foods.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, no, I just need the rugged, hot run outside. I'm just gonna continue that.
Because it brings out your
over at the Commons over there, we have the landscape is very up and down hill and stuff. So It's a nice challenging, you get 3-4 miles in over there.
And I always
it's
swear by
tough.
inclines. Inclines are always
Yeah,
important.
me
It's
too.
very, very good for your body.
And you get a little decline run as well a lot. So I mean, dude, I do 4 miles. I'm looking at 1,000 calories. I'm like, God bless. I'm moving,
but not by way of elliptical.
I just the sound of that conversation wasn't one that I loved.
Say the transition into
Even though I am getting into biking a little bit. I am enjoying that. Other than my butt going completely numb and everything else in that region, when you stand up, you're like, it's gone. Everything from in between my stomach and my thighs are just completely gone. Yeah, and that.
Oh yeah, no, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
but, dude, I'm
pro.
I'm pro biking, man. Running's great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but I just can't. It just hurts me too much. I got more hurt running high school cross country
see what I'm saying?
than I did.
You see how that sounds? It's like,
oh, dude, it's soft as hell.
Listening to that, it was like,
I know, but man, it's true, dude.
I'm just gonna run.
I had legs that were so strong they could deflect bullets. Like in high school, I was a catcher. Okay, insert your jokes. I played hockey and I ran cross country. These things were freaking like trunks, but it tore me up, man. It tore my back up.
I had a pitcher.
Well, thank you, appreciate that.
It's listen.
That's why that.
Listen,
that's why it disturbs me so
Nikki,
bad. That
I went to a young, I think he was probably a sophomore. I went to a game. Jalen was behind the plate. I looked at him behind that plate, and I was like, "No, you're not doing that anymore.
Yeah,
you're not gonna squat down in that position for hours and hours and think you're gonna go play football.
That's tough.
Like, son, I know the coach wants you. Listen, I saw that you were the only guy who could stop somebody from stealing. I don't care. It's not. No. Look. It was Michael Maben Sr. looking at me on a football field and said, "Son, you're young. You have the same structure as myself.
Right.
My dad played football at Appalachian State. He said, you can't play anymore."
Now, when did that happen? When did that cutoff happen?
8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah. Just, son, no.
Okay.
No more.
I feel like that's a good one because coaches want kids to play other sports a lot, because like to an extent.
Yeah.
But they do not want them playing year round like stuff that young because they'll burn themselves out.
My dad
and hurt themselves.
The high impact. Like I said, my dad would never tell me not to do something, but just the football, he was like, "No, you have too much talent in your joints and ligaments to be out there playing cornerback."
No, it makes sense.
Right.
Even though I like cornerback. Been the tallest one.
Made a good choice.
Yeah, I think so too, Steve. I don't know.
Jamie did that with hockey.
Listen, 6'4" corner.
It would have been good.
Damn. Oh man. Now
it sounds a little different.
I was gonna say.
Look, I saw a meme the other day and it said like all 6'2" forwards go talk to your football coach tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to be a giant out there.
Yeah.
Again,
that's a fact.
I'll never, and I know everybody knows this one's coming. I will never, ever forget when Terrell Owens came on our basketball team. And I'm like, you're just another guard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, the traps made him different.
Right.
The traps made him look different. Calves the same, thighs the same, forearm. Everything was the same except his trapezoid area. But I'm like, dude, you look huge.
That's why guys
you look huge out there on the football field.
Julius Peppers are kind of the like weird unicorns. That it's like when he was on the football, when he was playing basketball, you were like, hey, he's probably defensive end. Yeah, he's big. He looked big.
Yeah. No,
but
he looked like Sidney.
Yeah,
he looked like Sidney,
but
more cut up.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, he's 6'7". I mean, he's a big dude.
6'5".
That person's that big.
He's 6'5" and change, probably.
Yeah.
But his size made him more effective. Dude, Steve, all he did is swipe down at Deion Edwards. I'll never forget this. Julius Peppers, we were playing North Carolina, and all he did is just like they did a little swipe at the ball. Deion, I know this is not funny.
Sounds funny.
Immediately starts cackling.
Listen,
sounds hilarious.
The way he grabbed his hand and his finger was just,
It's like, I'm done.
You remember at the beginning of Major Payne? Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah.
You remember at the beginning of Sorry.
Must be important.
It's not.
Okay.
Beginning of Major Payne.
Sorry if that was you calling, Mark.
Major Payne says, want me to show you a little trick?
Yeah.
To take your mind off that pain. The dude has been shot, people. Major Payne said, give me your finger. He said, yeah. He said, my finger works every time.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, point being, Julius Peppers did that to Deion's finger, and it was like he didn't even do something malicious. But that is the age old. Damn, football players always come in here roughhousing.
Yeah.
But they're not doing it on purpose. They
No,
just
but it's true.
weight room it up. Yeah.
Everybody, we had a guy that played, and every time it was like, if you knew if Randy was playing, somebody was going to get hurt. It was like, and I was a football player, you know,
Right.
it's like, you know, it's like when he was just your meathead football player, it's like, Randy's going to hurt somebody today. Like, we all know this. Okay, big quick question before we get into the real meat and potatoes of the show today. Nick, is Jamie playing?
Jamie's back, baby.
Okay, Jamie's back. So,
Okay, that's all you need to know.
we're cleaning the roster a little bit today.
Is Devin Booker coming home soon?
Who are we? I don't want him now. What a loser. Yeah.
They lost by like 40 at home.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's going to throw Chris Paul squarely under that bus.
Sorry, Devin, you're not allowed to come into Louisville for a little while.
I'll take him.
You're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Devin, I care about you.
What team are you on? Team CP3 or
Devin,
Team Booker?
come.
Oh, I can't stand. See, I loathe Chris Paul, just with a passion.
Here's the problem.
Yeah,
I loathed Chris Paul.
most people do,
as
especially,
much
you know,
as
at our age.
No, I loathed not Chris Paul, my other guy, Patrick Beverly.
Okay,
The way you loathe Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
When Pat Beverly was asked about other players and who's a tough matchup for you, he was like, I'm a problem. Like, no tough matchups.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, who would you most rather play with if you could play with anybody? I said, Bron.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, man, Bron.
Yeah,
I'm like, maybe he's not that bad.
Patrick Beverly.
Because it was really humble. It's really like, I was just like,
He said on first date this morning, they were chat or get up, they were chatting with him, and he was like, yeah, nobody game plans for Chris Paul. They were asking because she asked him something. She was like, when you're game planning for Steph or Paul, he was like, well, you don't game plan for Chris Paul. He's like, you just guard him. He's not that hard to guard.
or is it just because we already been through? Okay, well, you know what? Let's start right there, Steve.
Okay.
I know you don't know how I'm going to translate Chris Paul
I don't.
into the conversation, but I'm going to channel my ESP,
Okay.
not ESPN Louisville. I'm going to send you a quick message on what am I thinking.
Okay.
Boom, it'll get there. I planted the seed.
Okay.
Nikki, I'm going to send you the quick little message. Boom, I'm planting the seed. What am I thinking? Chris Paul. Chris Paul just got wasted, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Chris Paul? Okay, if you like Chris Paul, how would you describe Chris Paul?
If I like him,
Yeah, if you like him.
Smart,
heady point guard.
Heady point guard, smart,
crafty.
Pretty much how I would explain Peyton Pritchard from the Celtics. I don't know. Yeah, right. Just
I couldn't have paid you for a better answer to use
Okay.
to refer to it, Peyton Pritchard.
okay.
So I live in a town. Not where I actually reside, but I work in an area. We cover University of Louisville. University of Louisville
That we do.
pulled a miracle move by bringing in one Kenny Payne
Mm-hmm.
from the New York Knickerbockers bench and got him to leave
Yes.
that bench, leave the bright lights of New York City
Yes.
and Madison Square Garden and all that good stuff.
Everything you're saying is true.
Players cried. Coaches cried. He parted ways. The city and the state of Kentucky need me. The University of Louisville needs me.
Mm-hmm.
He comes here. Steve, upon arrival at the University of Louisville, what does Kenny Payne do? He goes and gets the top, let's just say the top 5 up and coming assistant coaches in all of the NCAA basketball with
fair.
Nolan Smith. That right there, between Louisville getting Kenny Payne and Kenny Payne getting Nolan Smith, it could have ended right there.
Right.
We would have said, take this team and let's go. Take everybody. We could have kept DeAndre Davis and everybody last year, and DeAndre Davis' little brother coming in and all. We could have went with the whole squad from last year, everybody who was eligible. Let's go to work. Let's run it back.
Sure.
Right? Because
Absolutely.
the change in attitude, listen, ask Coach Satterfield what a change in attitude with somebody else's players will do.
I think we're waiting on that.
Somebody else's players and a quick change in attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Won Satterfield the coach of the year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In the first year.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, the other conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm talking about instant change in attitude.
Yeah.
Instant expectation, instant, whatever, love them up, respect, whatever it was. That instant shock, and it can wear off.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Kenny Payne, Nolan Smith, we could have took last year's players and everybody would have said, let's do it. Let's do it. If we could have got Noah Locke back, we'd have saw a new Noah, in my opinion. Noah Locke working with Nolan Smith and Reese hands-on,
Yep.
Okay.
Christian Cunningham.
Right.
Yeah.
See, okay, it didn't happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys are gone. Your Noah Locke and
Matt Cross.
Mm-hmm. and and DeAndre and the guys who were out went their direction.
Mm-hmm.
So your next move, you bring in Danny freaking Manning to your bench.
Yeah.
One of, again, top 5, top 10 most respected human beings in all of the NCAA. And I'm doing this for a reason, people. Finish it off with my Oregon guy. Finish it off with quote unquote Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind of adding that stuff loosely.
Yeah. I just believe that stuff's coming.
But that's all quality stuff. We've had multiple shows on how good that is, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, if we said Josh from Oregon is your worst hire, it's like, a 15-year GM type guy, that's your worst hiring?
Absolutely.
Okay. We're done all that already. Recruiting trail. Go get me a guy who would have been a top 5 player in this class who now has a year of experience in an environment where he expected to play. Brandon Huntley, Hatfield, pack your bags. Boom. By the way, he is officially moved out of Tennessee now.
That's good.
He is officially out of Tennessee. Officially.
Yeah.
So I saw the
Couple weeks.
dorm room.
Get on up here.
Yeah. Hoptown, couple days.
Yeah.
Clarksville, couple days.
Yeah.
Go work out with Alex.
Hey.
Come on up here. Okay.
Do the Imani Bates thing.
Brandon Huntley, Hatfield.
Yeah. Yes.
Boom. Let's go.
Absolutely.
You kept your guys that you wanted to keep on the team.
Sure.
You got like I said, you in tight with Bates. Maybe there's another point guard that Steve put me on the alert that may not be as long of a shot as we originally were thinking.
Sure. It's possible.
But I'll let you
never know what he's doing.
I'll let you talk that up if you want to later on.
Okay. Never know what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna tell what kid we talking about? Or you gonna wait?
Tyrese Hunter.
Point being.
We'll see. You never know.
Yeah, right. Point being, you're in that living room instantly. You're on these top 5s instantly. Your Kamari Lands is solid. Your Caleb Glenn is just skyrocketing up the boards. Like all this momentum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am amazed at what we choose to talk about on a daily basis. This is exactly why Steve and I filled a void. When people, when you say something like, let's just use a word like a propaganda or something.
Okay.
Right? Which Steve and I have been assaulted by that propaganda word.
I love it.
And Steve and I have said, what's more propaganda? You finding the negative spin on every part of the program?
Mm-hmm.
Or me saying, hey, there's a lot of reasons here to be great. So Steve and myself have been pointing out all the reasons Louisville's awesome.
Yes.
For years. Listen, when we got to get rid of coaches because they're not performing, we give them ample chances to perform. And when they don't perform, we throw them right under the bus where they belong.
Yeah.
when they're good and we have all these reasons to be good, Steve and I will shout it from the rooftops. Somehow that's considered propaganda, but everything I just named to you about Kenny Payne and the situation and the coaches and the recruiting and the lineup, you want to know what that conversation turns into? We don't have a point guard.
First text, Marcus, are you worried about the guard position at all?
Shut up. Shut up, Steve. Shut up. Game, set, match. Exhibit A, B, and C. Right?
Yeah.
So, Steve, you started with Chris Paul. Watch how this all ties together. Do me a favor, Steve.
Okay.
Type into your little gadget over there.
Yes.
Boston Celtics roster.
Okay. Boston Celtics roster.
I'll do it along with you just for the fun of it.
I have the Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics roster. Okay. You got 3 seconds to answer this question. Look up at me right now.
Okay.
3 seconds.
Okay.
Who's the point guard of the Celtics?
Peyton Pritchard.
I was literally going to say that.
I know that.
Who's the backup point guard for the Celtics?
Oh, damn.
3,
Something white.
2.
Kemba? No.
Who's the backup for the Celtics?
Is it Kemba
Backup
Walker?
point guard for the Celtics.
Kemba? No.
Who's the backup point guard?
Derek White.
Who's the backup point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks?
Oh, I was
I
looking
need
at
a white guy.
Who's the point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks?
I don't know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of the nastiest guards in the entire NBA.
Okay.
Who is the point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks, Steve? You've been watching playoffs all this whole time.
Chris Middleton?
Chris
No,
Middleton
wait.
is a 6'8" shooting guard.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Who's look? I see you looking. Don't worry about it. Don't be ashamed. Look,
Yeah.
find the point guard. Then find the backup point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Pat Connaughton? No.
Yes, he's you know what Pat Connaughton is listed as? A forward. Another forward, Steve.
That's terrible.
You looking?
It's loading.
Oh, Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday.
God.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Drew Holiday.
One of the nastiest guards. Nobody even knows that he's a point guard. Guess what? He's a converted two-point guard. He wasn't even running natural point until he got here. Steve.
Yeah.
What are we? Who's the backup Phoenix Suns point guard?
Hey, it is a white guy. Grayson Allen's on that team.
He's
too.
not a point guard.
I'm just saying.
He's
Grayson.
he's not anywhere near a point guard.
I mean, to your point, I'm looking at the Celtics roster. They have 2-point guard. Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. How big is he, Steve? He's 6'6", 260 pounds.
6'4". Well, 6'4", 220.
Right.
6'4", 220. Yeah.
Same ballpark.
Yeah.
He's a linebacker, regardless. Listen, and he holds it down. They kicked Milwaukee's ass with who's the point guard? With Derek White at the backup spot.
Derek White's the third guy.
Right. I know. I do know that.
Plays.
But you get my point.
Yeah.
Let it go, people. Let it go, Mr. Hold the ball under your left arm. Hey, you, go over there. Left, right. You set the screen. All that shite Chris Paul sits around and does. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I can say that. It's a Greek Roman word.
No, you can't.
Okay. I'm not British. All long gone are the days
Southern British
of holding the ball under your left arm and watching your point guard for 5 seconds hold up a one finger and say, execute, zipper. Mm-hmm. No, you don't do that. Every coach you've heard in the last 15 years is free-flowing movement, is we pick and roll, playing off each other, Even the coaches, when they call the plays, the coaches are right there. They stand up and tell you, okay, this is the motion. The only time you really run set plays, Steve, is out of timeouts or a particular possession where the coach has said, we're going to run this in one of the first 3 possessions. Be ready, But outside of that, Steve, You can look at the top 4 teams, whatever. Scoring, being able to score is 10 times more important than being able to drive, draw, and kick. You want to know why? Because everybody on the court is expected to be able to drive, draw, and kick. Everybody on the court is expected to be able to knock down a wide open three-pointer. If you can't knock open, you better be like Sidney Curry.
Mm-hmm.
You better be money in the paint. Grant Williams is the underrated MVP of the entire playoffs so far because his strength, his size, his ability to defend, lo and behold, Grant Williams can defend the 2 through the 4.
Yeah.
He's the most effective player on the Boston Celtics. He's the reason they won. Marcus Smart, and he's bigger than 6'4". Marcus Smart, a big 200, I think he's more than 230. Marcus Smart, this big, small forward turned point guard. Steve, you've watched teams beat us in college. They have these big Raekwon Gray from Florida State. These big 2s and 3s that can protect the ball are so much more important than our Jared West and Christian Cunningham's. You know, like, I'm sorry, y'all. Get over it. Y'all, but here's the thing. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
You see it every day, but you put blinders on because you know why? Because the texter wants to know, am I worried about the point guard situation? Because that's the only subject that can sell right now.
Yeah. That's a great point. And
there are about 40 promos in there. That was really good.
That was a great what you're saying.
Now go get me some point guards.
Yeah. Now get another point guard. No, but I think what you're saying though is that the margin is not that far. Like, it almost feels like the way it's being talked about is like, man, if Louisville don't go get 3 or 4 more guards, we're in trouble. Like, one more.
Go look at Houston. Go look at Baylor. Go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your ability to, like I said, wiggle. Like, you don't have to put people in position anymore, Steve.
Yeah.
You don't have to. If you can't execute a play at this level, a called play, a set play, you're not going to be on the court.
Yeah.
But outside of that, we have motion and principles. A 6'7" guy that can pass the ball D up 3 positions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And can penetrate to the basket from the wing. You can win. Al Horford is the center, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Al Horford is the center.
Yeah.
So when I say Brandon Huntley Hatfield, Roosevelt Wheeler, JJ Traynor, Jalen Withers, Sidney Curry, Mike James, Devin Reed, Kamari Lands, L. Ellis, that's a squad.
Yeah.
And if you weren't just looking for that one area to say, this is the reason we won't win, and you can have more conversation about how a missing point guard is a problem versus how awesome the other players, and it not be considered riding the University of Louisville or propaganda for the University of Louisville, then you have a disease. Quick commercial break, middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville. Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming, and whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
It's almost time for the sun to shine bright on our old Kentucky home and the ponies to go a-running. And what better way to celebrate this great time of year than visiting the brand new Fox Den in the heart of St. Matthews. The Fox Den has over 11 billiard tables, and you can watch the big race or big game on over 30 televisions. Live music there every day that ends in Y. That's all 7 of them, folks. And if you're hungry, a chef-driven pub-style food menu. They even got pinball. Be sure to check out the patio as well. It offers lounge seating in a full-service bar. Get on out there. The brand new Fox Den, 3814 Frankfurt Avenue, your spot for billiards, bites, and brews.
Steve Rummage here from 93.9 The Ville, and I want to tell you about Vitality Wellness and Weight Loss. Vitality is a safe, effective weight loss program that is tailored to your body. With Vitality, you'll get a personalized food list and supplements based on your needs. Vitality is science-based, and in your first visit, you'll go through a complete body scan and be assigned a personal specialist. In the first week, I was down 16 pounds. So go to vitalitylouisville.com or call 502-442-2117 and let them know you heard about it right here from Steve Rummage and 93.9 The Ville.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
The sounds of spring can often be followed by the sounds of a broken air conditioner. So if you hear your AC unit making some unwanted noise, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. Right now, when you buy a full Train system, receive an extended 10-year part and labor warranty and 18-month special financing. It's hard to stop a Train, so call DFH 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
This is Steve Rummage, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
GE Appliance Park is now hiring full-time positions with up to a $2,500 hiring bonus. Apply today at makeitathepark.com or text GEA Park to 844-MY-APPLY. That's GEA Park to 844-692-7759. Make a difference. Make it at the park. If you're looking for a job that makes a difference, Child Place Family Services in Jeffersonville, Indiana is hiring. Child Place offers competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and the opportunity to be a positive influence in the lives of kids from hard places. Full and part-time positions are available for first, second, and third shift. Insurance, paid time off, and full benefits are available for full-time employees. Earn up to $18 an hour for select shifts. Must be at least 21 years of age.
Share hope, encourage healing.
Check out more details and apply today at childplace.org. That's childplace.org.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love. This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Dude, Jair's getting paid. Did you guys see that? Jair's getting paid. Yeah, process just passed this along to me. Here, the deal is finalizing 4-year, $84 million contract extension. Deal includes $31 million in 2022. Defensive back record of $30 million in signing bonus. $42.5 million by March. Wow.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150-939 is the number. 939 is the station. Nikki?
Great news for a former Cardinal.
Great news for a former Cardinal.
Let me read this. Nick passed this along to us. I'm going to read this.
By way of process?
By way of process, but I'm going to read this tweet word for word because this is it's kind of fun too. We'll have a little fun with it. It says Packers and Pro Bowl cornerback Jair Alexander are finalizing a 4-year, $84 million contract extension per source. Deal includes $31 million in 2022, a DB record of $30 million in signing bonus. Alexander will get $42.5 million by March. Who reported that? John Thornton of Rock Nation confirmed that deal.
It's the Rock.
Jair's average new deal averages $21 million a year. That's a new mark for DBs. It ties him to Green Bay through 2026. That sucks for him, but regardless, that's fine.
He wanted all his money up front.
He broke a bone in his shoulder in week 4 last year and played only 8 games in the playoffs, but the Packers still identified him as a core young player.
Yes.
Thanks to Rock Nation.
Hola, Ovito. Also, Nikki, during the last segment, thanks for the save. The SHITE word that I used, I thought had multiple meanings. As our resident Irish guy in Drew Diener should have alerted us that was a full swear word that I thought I was just, like I said, I thought I was going to be able to dance my way around using that word on air like it has multiple meanings, only to go to Google and find out the E word, a variation of, a variation of spit, especially in the Republic of Ireland, the United Kingdom. Oh, yeah. If someone describes something as they do not like or think it's very poor quality.
I'm really surprised.
Quick correction. Diener is actually German. He's from the Deutschland.
Thank you, because
not
I
all
almost,
white guys are from Ireland.
I almost jumped in there and was like, Diener's not Irish. Like,
why does he play that damn music every morning?
Like, what about Diener looks Irish?
That morning music says that the name Diener derives from the great state of Ireland. That's all that says to me is Irish. He's getting in touch with his Irish heritage.
I'm gonna play Flogging Molly on the V show, and then suddenly the Valvanos are gonna be from Belfast.
Does he have that? Didn't he go to Trinity?
St. X.
St. X. Okay.
Yeah. Jeez. You are like the ultimate
it's just stepping on everybody's
my
toes.
God.
Diener brings a good point. The V show song is Sway. by Michael Bublé. Canadian. Obviously, Valvano's a Canadian.
But did you hear what Marcus just said? He was like, isn't Drew Diener an Irish guy that graduated from Trinity? I'm like, dude, you're like committing all the cardinal sins here, man. Like, he's a German guy that went to St. X.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah, so you're not even
and promo number 2
remotely. We're not even remotely close.
And when you say German, I'm like, yeah, he looks more German than
I have a German feel to him.
I know.
I know, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fair enough. I was wrong. So I was wrong about my cuss words, and guy I've worked with for 7 years.
Yeah, wow.
Can I pick him out of a lineup? Jesus. Go ahead and grab that phone to see. Listen, apparently Steve brought it to my attention that the point guard mafia is now on the loose. Right? So listen, let me be clear, point guard mafia. I don't want anybody here transferring here that's under 6'3", cannot guard. And listen, if you're under 6'3", you better have averaged 22 points and up.
Yeah.
If it's under 22 points, it better be 5 assists plus. Like, you better be nasty if you're under 6'3".
Sure.
I need my point guard to be able to guard a 1, a 2, and a 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like, I am not watching Tyler Harrell shoot over Ryan McMahon ever again in my life under the Kenny Payne reign.
Yes, I would agree.
I am not watching Quan 4 guard Zion Williamson in my home.
He did pretty good.
He did a great job. I don't care.
He did a good job.
I don't want to sit and look at that on my own face, Steve.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I agree.
He did a great job, but he was an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Zion was 19. Quan was 25.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree with you on that. Yeah.
No, I want the guy guarding Zion to be Devin Reed.
Yeah. Yeah. 6'8".
Yeah. So, okay. So at least I have an advantage at some part of this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Quan, his first step is not faster than Zion's. His second step is not faster. He can't dribble better. You know, like, I don't want to do any more. Bring the most out of the 3-star.
Yeah.
Even though it works sometimes. I know it works. I know it can work.
Yeah.
I know. Who's my Philly point guard? I know Fresh Kimball can work if you get it all out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have the talent that I have to reel in. The coaches that say it's better, look, Satterfield said it's better to have players that you have to say, whoa, rather than go.
Yeah, he said that. And
play through the echo of the whistle.
Listen, I agree with you. I mean, do I think they need and will add one more guard? Yes, I do. Like, I do.
But you understand, like,
but yeah,
I'd rather take a less efficient or a less point guardy 2-guard that can take care of the ball than Jared West.
Yeah, I'm not in any way, shape, or form panicked about the guard position.
Talent comes first, though, Steve.
Yeah,
not team director. I don't need a team director anymore. No. I don't need Chris Paul on my team.
Really don't want one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Listen, because my team director guys have limitations. What happens? You start putting Jimmy Butler on your Ja Morant slate. You start putting Jimmy Butler. I have a hot 2-guard that's 6'1", or a hot point guard that's 6'1", 6'2". First thing they do is run around and put their Florida State Devin Reed on my little point guard, and all of a sudden, all my guy can hit is step backs.
Well, Kentucky did it to us for years, even with Peyton Siva, when they would put DeAndre Liggins or somebody like that. And you're like,
I want to go stick JJ Traynor on your Jared West.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stick him on your Quan 4, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hell to pay. They're gonna have to hit some of the most impressive shots that you've ever seen on a college basketball court in order to beat us.
Yeah.
Like, I want to literally hear my youngster go, oh, like Paolo Banchero, what he did to us.
Yeah.
That he earned that.
I would agree with that.
He earned that.
Yeah, I would agree
and
with
you know
that.
what everybody did?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, he's a lottery pick.
Yep, nobody batted one eye. Oh, Coach Mack. And it's like, no, but you knew. Listen, your Tyler Harrell leaves an effect on you.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So, yeah, beat me with that. Beat me with that. Don't beat me with undersized skill guy because we needed a team orchestrator.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll say I'm just not worried about the roster until I should be worried about the roster. And right now in May, I mean, we have 10 dudes. Well, we have 9 dudes, and we'll see. Amani Bates, I think most of us still kind of are counting.
Right.
And maybe we get bit with that. Who knows? But I mean,
and again, it was important for me this morning on this Monday morning to reemphasize, if you have all those things, you know what I'm saying, you should be learning about the other position. You should be learning about the recruit. You should be asking us questions about, you know, what is, you know, Nolan Smith saying about, you know, the potential. Who can't you lose from this team? You know, who do you think is in the runnings for the, you know, like there's a million conversations that you can have outside of what are we going to do if we don't get a point guard?
Yeah.
Again, it's that, okay, a point guard is a conversation, Steve.
Yeah.
But this gravitational pull to find the area and make that into a daily conversation of point guard watch is like, it's what you and I have felt the shame for Kentucky.
Yeah.
We've literally felt ashamed that it's like, y'all aren't enjoying any of this.
No.
You're not enjoying any of this. This run y'all been on, you're not having fun. You're waiting for the loss. You're waiting for Cal to do the, you know what I'm saying? And so are we.
Yeah. Sure.
But we were enjoying that. Y'all weren't enjoying it publicly, but privately, it's like, y'all should enjoy some basketball right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think that's the case. I mean, and again, I mean, that's what we're, I think that's what we're saying. Like, I would, yes, ideally we will add another guard, but I just don't, I don't know. I think the perception is like, man, if they don't add 3 more.
Like he's just striking out on guard play rather than saying, I'm not taking subpar, not using a scholarship on a guy we're gonna have a disadvantage from jump one out in major Power 5 Division I basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're learning, and we're learning to trust Kenny Payne and Coach Payne. And I think that's where we're at right now because I don't want just a dude. I've done that for the last 2 years where every person that went in the transfer portal was like, oh, I hope we get him. I hope we get that guy. I hope we get that guy. It's like, no, if he's a dude, give him to me. If not, let's just roll with what we got.
Listen,
and let's be clear. This is the only year where this is going to be a conversation because they didn't get started.
Right.
They didn't get to recruit the 2022 class. And you're still going to get Devin Ree and Kamari Lands out of it, you know. But I mean, they didn't even get if they get a chance at that, then sure, you know, we're not even talking about this. So that's another reason why I'm like, man, you're really freaking out some over. I mean, like you do realize when he took the job, right? Like, yeah, you're not. It's going to take another month or two to probably fill everything out. That's why I don't really quite understand the.
Okay, well, is it outrage or is it just more of because like we talked about it before the show?
Mm-hmm.
There's an addiction to being the inside man, to be to have a inside story, inside scoop, right?
Yeah,
I felt like we have to stop the point guard panic addiction. You know, we have to stop like I said, get back to enjoying the sport because it's like. That'll ruin your summer.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Yeah.
Let's say you get your point guard late.
Sure.
That means you experienced an entire summer, Steve, where you felt like you capped your basketball season because L. Ellis is the only. So all you've thought about is I-word L. Ellis.
Yeah.
What if? So you
Alex
haven't broke down any other part of the roster. You've been focused on the mole, on the flaw, the imaginary flaw.
Sure.
The non-likely flaw.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see his class already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like, why would you even think, like, out of what he's done with assistant coaches, players, keeping the right players, talking about the workouts, why would you think that he was struggling with when there's more point guards on the planet than any other position in college? Why would he not get the benefit of the doubt that he can get serviceable guards when that's the rest of your roster? Let me get to the phone lines.
You're right.
Alex, thanks for joining me on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, guys? Love the conversation. I think the difference for me, like this year, while I'm not panicking about a guard, is I just trust this man. This man has not forgotten how to develop all of a sudden because of the U of L coach. Like I think U of L fans get this perception. Well, I don't know, get a perception. I do it sometimes, but it's like we're scared that all of a sudden he's not going to be able to recruit. He's not going to be able to develop. Like that's not true. That's just not the case. So I trust this man in developing the players that we have. We have a fantastic. I really like where we are. We get Amani Bates. I'll be completely satisfied if we get Amani Bates. But I trust the developers that we have as coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, like you guys said, like he's gonna if he wants to get a point guard, I trust this man. Also, Danny Manning, his interview that he did on the podcast, on Jeff Greer's podcast.
Yep.
Like y'all need to listen to that. Like these coaches, like they just haven't forgotten how to coach and how to develop all of a sudden. Like there's a reason why they have great names amongst the NCAA because they know what they're doing. I trust them. We're gonna be fine until we're not fine. But even then, like I just think we're gonna be fine. I want to see them. The only thing I'm anxious about is I just want to see a red and white scrimmage. Like that's what I'm really, really anxious about.
Right.
I just want to see how they play. Like that's what I'm anxious for. But that's a long time from now. So, but thank you guys. I'll listen.
Appreciate the call. And just to put a bit of a dismount on what he brought up, when you say trust, this is not I trust it because I'm the University of Louisville and I wave pom-poms. I trust it because I watched him do it for 10 years straight at Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when I was hating and when I'm in a bad mood after Kentucky just beat the brakes off of somebody, when I'm in a bad mood and I'm watching these Kentucky players get drafted and I hear that I've never heard the assistant coach be shouted out more through Kenny Payne's tenure at Kentucky than any other program that I've ever seen in my life. So your only two options would be Kenny Payne was paying all those players as soon as you leave to shout me out. I watched Kenny Payne turn down any kind of opportunities because he's like, no, I'm here at Kentucky. I love these kids. I love developing the kids. I got the best situation here. Everybody knew this. These advertisements that all these former Kenny Payne players, former Kentucky players, all these advertisements that have been given out year after year after year, we've been watching it. We've been staring at it. We've been listening to the players. Steve and I started the Kenny Payne won those games trained 4 years ago. We got to get Kenny Payne out of Kentucky 6 years ago. This is nothing new. We've been saying this between the players and what we watch with our own two eyes. This is not propaganda. This is we need this dude here. He obviously knows what he's doing, and every player who's played for, or damn near every player that went on to any success, has credited him for developing them, both psychologically and talent-wise. So none of this stuff is made up gumdrops or anything like that. So the conversation about worry should not mask the Let's have fun enjoying each building block week by week. Coaches being added, players being added, staff being added,
yes,
people being retained, all this good stuff. Enjoy it, because it sucks when you don't have the world at your fingertips.
And you may get some more really soon.
Big Mouth Steve, Big Days with Marcus Maven on 939 The Bill.
Spring is upon us, and that means change. But one thing that shouldn't change is who you call for all your home buying and selling needs. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and the broker owner of RE/MAX Alliance. And this spring, he wants to make your home buying and selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here. And if you're looking for financing, Josh can cover that too. His new mortgage brokerage, Motto Mortgage A to Z, has licensed loan originators that can take care of all your financing needs. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
Each office is independently owned and operated. NMLS number 2256125.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
It's almost time for the sun to shine bright on our old Kentucky home and the ponies to go a-running. And what better way to celebrate this great time of year than visiting the brand new Fox Den in the heart of St. Matthews. The Fox Den has over 11 billiard tables, and you can watch the big race or big game on over 30 televisions. Live music there every day that ends in Y. That's all 7 of them, folks. And if you're hungry, a chef-driven pub-style food menu. They even got pinball. Be sure to check out the patio as well. It offers lounge seating in a full-service bar. Get on out there. The brand new Fox Den, 3814 Frankfurt Avenue, your spot for billiards, bites, and brews.
Imagine your bright career when you join the U of L Health Team. Now, imagine receiving free tuition to the University of Louisville. At U of L Health, we believe in investing in you and the power of education. So now, your U of L Health family has college tuition covered for all employees and their families. Just imagine the possibilities. For details, visit uoflhealth.org/imagine. That's the power of you.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
UPS is hiring warehouse workers, package handlers in our Louisville, Kentucky hub. Our warehouses are team settings where everyone truly has each other's backs, and we work together to deliver what matters to customers and communities. We're paying up to $21 an hour and offer great benefits, including 100% paid tuition, plus housing for some with our Metro College or Loop programs. Shift your team, shift your future, shift your life. Visit upsjobs.com to apply. That's upsjobs.com. Make the shift, make a difference. upsjobs.com.
When you walk into other jewelry stores and you don't see Henry Dossi, Verragio, Tacori, it's because they cannot carry them. You have to be of status to carry what we carry.
Terry Vanderspay at Genesis Diamonds, talking about handcrafted, top-name bridal designers.
It's amazing to be able to sell this product. I sell it with passion. I sell it with conviction.
Terry's excited because she came from a store where they weren't allowed to sell designer rings, only cheaper knockoffs, including halo rings that wouldn't properly fit around the diamond.
It's like shoving a size 8 foot in a size 6 shoe. It cannot be done. It doesn't look right. It's not going to hold up. She's going to end up losing her diamond. She's going to hit it on something.
Today, Terry is proud to offer only the best, high-quality rings made to last a lifetime.
When I saw the quality and the integrity of these rings and the passion they put in their rings, it's amazing. This is something that she's going to be putting on her hand every day for the rest of her life.
Genesis Diamonds and Luxury Pre-Owned Rolexes.
I want to be proud for her.
Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Body Armor and the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation share a common belief that all kids should have an equal opportunity to pursue their dreams through sports. With the launch of our new Mamba Forever flavor, Body Armor will officially partner with the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation to support youth sports in communities across the nation, providing resources, guidance, and of course, plenty of Body Armor hydration. We're forever grateful for this partnership and look forward to a bright future for all youth sports. You can find the Mamba Forever flavor as well as other Body Armor flavors at your local Kroger.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Kelly Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Woo-hoo! Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
This is Lamar Jackson, and you're listening to the home of the Ravens in Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
This is Steve Rummage, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville.
Download the ESPN Louisville app. Search ESPN Louisville for streaming, podcasts, and the latest program schedule.
Bus footprints.
While Nikki is in the middle of sweating, it's the perfect time to remind everyone that temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one could have. And if you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at the 93.9 Studios, otherwise known as the Players Club, for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
All right.
Couple of bat signals.
Okay.
Before we get into the another conversation, I want to talk about Coach Satterfield.
Okay.
I want to talk about the momentum of the program.
We can do that.
And what direction. I'm going to use the I guess we're going to use what do you call it? A protractor, right? To determine the angle that you would set the trajectory at. But before we get there, this is a bat signal. I'm phone service. Got to get real phone service.
Okay.
Got to get my phone upgraded. Okay.
Yes, I would agree with that.
I can't handle what I've been doing. I can't run this operation off of this cell phone and this service anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The operation that is Middays with Marcus Maben, or the operation that is Midnights. I can't run this operation anymore through a service that it's a little chirp.
Yes.
I won't name any particular service.
Okay.
But it's green.
Okay.
It starts with a C.
Okay. Cricket.
I won't name a service.
Yeah, it's probably about time you moved on from that.
but it's probably cricket.
But it's probably cricket.
If it hypothetically,
Hypothetically, it was cricket.
I'm gonna say cricket.
Let's call it Jiminy.
I really did enjoy. That's funny. I really did enjoy
Jiminy cricket.
The idea of, you ain't pay your bill. Good luck waking up in the morning on 2 days after you're supposed to pay. I enjoy the margin call that is cricket. I enjoy that. It's like personal. It made me feel human. You know, everybody like drowns in bills and they regret going to the mailbox, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like we've all been at those points somewhere in our life, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh God, I got a bill. How much? Look, where's the back pass due amount? And what's the, you know, what can I get? What's the lowest I can get away with? Just either I enjoy when I'm on the Gene Snyder on a Tuesday morning and I pick up my phone and I scroll down to Steve Rummage and I hit the button and it goes, we're sorry. Your service has been temporarily suspended. I'm like, damn, I forgot to pay my. I love that. I appreciate that. We cut your crap off if you don't pay. You got 48 hours to pay us. And we're not going to take it personal.
Yeah.
You give us our bread, we cut it on in 12 seconds. Give us our money. We'll even give you a 10-day extension if you pay half of it. We'll even work with you a little, bro. We'll give you 10 days.
Yeah.
But after 10 days, you done.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you cut off till you give us our money.
Okay, fair enough.
I enjoyed that because it made me feel human. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do I
stop?
Listen, Verizon was awesome to us. You missed the Verizon window, Steve, by a couple of months. When they threw out them phones. When Verizon, we were a great partnership phone company. Partnership. I'm available to become a partner with phone company, people who work in the cell phone industry, trade, possibly. It's a bat signal. Reach out to me. Call and give Nikki your name and number. The number is 815-0939. If you got a good idea, reach out to Nikki, or you can email me directly at madefortheville, one word, MadeForTheVille. Made for the Ville. I think it's time for us to reestablish a cell phone / computer relationship. Okay.
Indeed.
Yeah. Like, so reach out to me. Like,
don't hate it.
And here's the
That
thing.
isn't cricket. Or Jiminy, my bad.
Preferably.
But listen,
I do want to be able to make calls.
If you can sell me on cricket, listen, I'm open for partner. Okay.
Did you ever see the Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Every once in a while.
Well, there's an episode where Master Shake just shamelessly sells out, and he's like shilling like Boost Mobile and Axe body spray, and they make fun of Boost like during it, but he's just constantly like, "Where you at, dog?"
Get that. Look, Nikki, I just sent the bat signal out. The phone call is more important than anything we're talking about. But yes, this is time. I'm looking for a partner in that world. I gotta get my headlights done. By the way, let me a shout out. Listen, end of the season. It's time for our baseball team to make a run.
Andre,
it is time for our baseball team to make a run.
Yes.
So shout out to Dan McDonald. Get him ready.
Yeah.
Get him ready. Let's make this run.
Absolutely.
Listen, and again, Dan McDonald, I'll apologize on behalf of myself and Steve and Nikki. We don't give you enough shout outs, but you live under the curse of you're awesome. The purgatory of being awesome.
Just expect him to be awesome.
We expect greatness, and then we wait till right about now to be seam heads.
And it's like, oh yeah, they're like leading
they're fighting for
wow, they're like gonna host.
Yes, they're fighting for a
year.
national seed. And it's like, you mean we're gonna have these awesome games and tournaments at our School?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all wake up. So let me give that shout out. It was funny. I heard Blake and Baker talk about, he mentioned Arthur Albiero. He's gonna go start swimming laps over at the pool.
I know.
Steve, you remember we were on the phone and I accidentally called Arthur on three-way?
Yes. And I was like, wait a minute.
Nikki, what was I gonna say if that call went all the way through and I was on the phone with Steve Rummage and Arthur Albiero, because he's the first A in my name. So whenever I'm fooling my phone or something, his name is the most likely name to get butt dialed.
Like the butt dial?
Yeah. What was I gonna say when he said hello? Because he was gonna say, "Oh, this is Coach Albiero."
I told keep on keeping on, Coach.
No, I told Marcus, I was like, if you had done that, we'd have just been like, "Hey, Coach, we just want to get you on the show." We're just reaching out. We both were calling you.
just want to make sure you're on three-way, so we knew everything's going on. We'll see you on the show. You give us a good time between 10 and 12. We can talk to us.
Hey, yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry.
You go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Nick something. Do you think Phil's gonna come?
I don't know. I mean, he's breathing heavy,
Did
but
Phil
I don't know if
give
he's gonna
Did
come.
Phil give you shade energy?
Do you think he's gonna play softball tonight?
Listen, if Phil shows up, once Phil mentions Lauren, it's like it's a wrap.
I know, and I kind of feel
we need a gas bags.
I
kind of feel that way.
Once Phil Baker mentions Baker mentions Lauren,
I know
it's about a 4% chance.
I know, and I'm like, I don't know.
No. It's about I'll know after noon. That's what I'll know. After 12 p, I will know.
And he's talking to like I'm master spin when it comes to attendance.
I know,
Phil.
Oh, but when I signed up for it, I said I was 50. Kern and I were a package deal. It was like 50-50 for him. He's about to go to Nashville. For me, it's 50-50. We got to wait and see how it plays out.
I feel. Listen, there's potential
to get a win.
That we could. Well, I don't know if we'll get a win, but I mean, like we could have our best probably lineup we've ever had.
You got to win. Great teams cover.
When you got your squad together, y'all got to get W's though.
I know, but we're gonna find out. I think tonight with Phil. Now, if Phil doesn't come, there's gonna be one
missing link,
weak spot. Where
maybe
where
that,
it's gonna be like
that makes me look better.
No, it will.
Yeah, I was gonna say okay. I could work with this.
But I'm just like, I don't know, man.
He just put a little extra pressure on you.
I just want to look. I just want to look you in the eye on the air and see if you were like for real, or if you were just telling them like.
No, I told him it's going to be about 7 o'clock ish or so, and it's about a 25 minute commute for me. The EP Tom Sawyer. I'm a Hikes Pointer, baby.
Bring the baby.
Yeah, we'll watch it. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Just let her know. She's just at the stage where she doesn't even want to be in a stroller or any of those things. And just,
I mean, Xavier watching. We'll just let him run around.
She'll be on the field in no time.
We'll just let him run around and be like, hey, guys.
Cliffhanger. Stay tuned tomorrow. See if I play her now. That's a tease right there.
Boom. It's a professional and Phil.
I like it.
Andre, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's going on, Marcus?
Feeling good.
Hey, I got some help for you for your cell phone issue.
I'm listening.
I work with Walmart out there on Bashford Manor with this company called T-Rock. I can get you set up with an iPhone 13.
So I'm supposed to leave Cricket for T-Rock.
Yeah, we do AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon.
Ooh. Okay, sell me on it. Sell me on it right now.
Okay. I can get you set up with a plan, $45 a month, unlimited everything.
Pretty good. That's pretty
okay,
strong.
Listen, I'm like a regular customer. So what's the catch?
There's no catch.
Man, how about that? That's pretty good. You might need to go see him.
I might have to explore that.
You might have to go see him.
Andre, I appreciate that.
And if
call.
you're listening, go see Andre if you need a
Bashford Manor. Yeah, right.
Bashford Manor.
Listen, because he sounds like he got the deal. He got the steal of the century.
All right, appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate the call.
Absolutely.
So yeah, Dan McDonald, everybody, like I say, get your baseball fix in place. Here's the thing. Because there was a traffic jam during the commercial break, before I get into the football conversation, I'll do this. I'll piss everybody off, and I'll take our last commercial break.
Okay.
And get ready to talk a little Louisville football. We can point some fingers. or we can give some protractor trajectory and direction.
Let's do it.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
I'm attorney Daryl Isaacs, the Hammer. If you've been injured by a big truck, our team at Isaacs & Isaacs will fight to get you every dollar you deserve for your medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Just click and get help quick. Go to WeWin.com. That's WeWin.com.
Yeah, it's that good. Verno's Pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the smile I see on your face. It's that good. Yes, it is, and we deliver it. Oh, oh, oh. Taste is fun. Yes, it is. We guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good. Verno's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Body Armor Edge is sports hydration with a boost of caffeine. Get your edge and take the game to the next level. With 100 milligrams of caffeine and 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes, Body Armor Edge is boosted hydration that will keep you going through the last buzzer or the finish line. Plus, it's got potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, B vitamins, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. It's more than just a sports drink. It's Body Armor Edge. Get your Body Armor Edge today at your local Kroger.
Follow the sports leader. We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
Hey, Cards fans. Do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
Celebrate 20 years of Forecastle Festival in Louisville, Kentucky, May 27th through 29th, Memorial Day weekend. See Tyler, the Creator, Tame Impala, Jack Harlow, Rufus Du Sol, Phoebe Bridgers, Porter Robinson, Claro, and more at Scenic Waterfront Park. Tickets on sale now at forecastlefest.com. Forecastle Festival, May 27th through 29th, Louisville, Kentucky. Get your tickets today.
UPS is hiring warehouse workers, package handlers in our Louisville, Kentucky hub. Our warehouses are team settings where everyone truly has each other's backs, and we work together to deliver what matters to customers and communities. We're paying up to $21 an hour and offer great benefits, including 100% paid tuition, plus housing for some with our Metro College or Loop programs. Shift your team, shift your future, shift your life. Visit upsjobs.com to apply. That's upsjobs.com. Make the shift, make a difference. upsjobs.com.
Spring is upon us, and that means change. But one thing that shouldn't change is who you call for all your home buying and selling needs. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and the broker owner of RE/MAX Alliance. And this spring, he wants to make your home buying and selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here. And if you're looking for financing, Josh can cover that too. His new mortgage brokerage, Motto Mortgage A to Z, has licensed loan originators that can take care of all your financing needs. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
Each office is independently owned and operated. NMLS number 2256125.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, powered by Isaacs & Isaacs Injury Lawyers. WeWin.com.
This is Sports Center.
Good morning. I'm Nick Valvano. The Sports Center update brought to you by U of L Health, making the possible possible. That's the power of you. Starting in the NFL, the Packers and Pro Bowl cornerback Jair Alexander finalizing a 4-year, $84 million contract extension per sources. The deal includes $31 million in 2022, a defensive back record of $30 million in signing bonus. Alexander will receive $42.5 million by March. To the NBA, Devin Booker and the top-seeded Suns eliminated last night at home, falling to Dallas 123-90. A despondent Booker postgame.
I always say crazier shit's been done, and we stuck with that mindset. But we didn't have it coming out of half either. It was a good old-fashioned hooping beginning to end.
Your home for the NBA Finals in Louisville is ESPN Louisville. On the diamond last night, Reds becoming the sixth team since 1906 to lose a game they gave up no hits in. They fall to Pittsburgh 1-0. The Bats, they fell to Toledo 6-2. And U of L, the sixth-ranked Cards, they dropped the weekend series to number 3 Vatech 6-3. Wrapping up on the pitch, Racing Louisville drew with Houston 1-1 in their NWSL home opener. The SportsCenter update also brought to you by Bear Nose Pizza. Yeah, it's that good. More Middays with Marcus Baby next. I'm Nick Albano. This is SportsCenter.
This is Lamar Jackson, and you're listening to the home of the Ravens in Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
Possibility matters. Whether you're growing your family or making your house into a home, German American Bank wants to help you turn possibility into reality. German American Bank's Smartest Home Equity Line of Credit may give you the ability to pay for what you need when you need it. Whether you're planning your dream vacation or creating your own paradise at home, contact a German American financial professional to help you make a smart choice for your financial future. Equal housing lender, subject to credit approval. German American Bank, member FDIC.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
What a difference a few months can make. Come have a beer, bourbon, or a glass of wine at Grateful Head Brewing. As weather warms up, walk on up and enjoy our patio and friendly staff as we welcome what will be one of the most exciting off seasons to basketball and football. We are proud partners of ESPN Louisville and can't wait to serve you. 2 area locations, Grateful Head Highlands and Grateful Head Middletown. Online, gratefulheadbrewing.com.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line, 3831 939.
game to now, I'm like, well, shoot, we're straight up and down.
Okay. You know what? That's a great interjection, because I did watch the first the Air Force Louisville game, the condensed version. I watched it this weekend and it was painful. Right? But I was trying to separate my mind from, was it players? Was it scheme? Were we out toughed? Right? And
well, you're missing some guys.
Yeah. You're missing some guys, but still Air Force. So
Yeah,
I
right.
wasn't like Marcus Maben's eyeballs wasn't giving the missing guys pass. You had your quarterback, you had Huggins Bruce, you had Jordan Watkins, you had your running backs, you had Travion Cooley, you had Marshawn. You know what I'm saying? I was watching it like I got dudes on that field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching it, man. And at the end of it, I didn't care about any excuses. I'm just like, I cannot see that ever again. But I'm trying to separate myself from that. Then I'm asking myself, okay, Marcus, how much can you separate that from this? Okay. What I mean by that is, okay, I got Crime Dog.
Yeah.
I brought in a strength and conditioning guy.
Yeah. From Georgia.
Yeah. Okay, Marcus, in your mind, will that change the level of violence? In your mind. I'm asking myself these questions.
Yeah.
Marcus, are you going to look at guys on this field, on the Air Force field, and if they look the same size 6 months from that day, if they look the same size, if they all still look like basketball players, you know, short, fast basketball players with skinny legs, I'm going to feel some kind of way the moment I watch them jog out on the field against Syracuse, right? Spring, they still look little.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm still giving them I know spring is not enough time to give your strength and conditioning coach his real thumbprint on them. You know, I understand that. So, you know, this is me trying to say, how much of that can I separate from everything?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I got my little development category. I got my 3rd down and 15 draw that gets snuffed out. You know, then I got my big play ability, my stretch. I got my drawing up, get them out in the open, you know, get them in that one-on-one. Malik did a good job of finding his guys, you know. Like I said, your Huggins, Bruce, your Watkins, your Harrell. I know I lost Harrell, you know. I know I lost Watkins. But I'm still like, okay, we got some dudes that come in there and can run. Okay. Now I'm like, okay, how much of this is ratcheted up pressure for the momentum now? How much of is necessary pressure?
Yeah.
Is causing my momentum?
Oh yeah.
Because
no, that's a good question.
Because I don't think anybody is below the 180 line. You know, nobody's. I don't think anybody feels like they're in the negative in the momentum department.
Oh no, absolutely not.
So pressure. Now, one other question I wonder about, because it's a narrative. I haven't seen it escape the bottle, but I've seen it being splashed around a little bit. And this narrative could run away in a heartbeat. That class is Pierce Clarkson and Adidas. You know, which would be entirely unfair to Satterfield and the coaching staff.
Sure.
But you need those kind of breaks.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
You need a player coming in and don't mind recruiting other players.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
I mean, speaking of that, I mean, like this weekend, since we talk about what we found out this weekend that the number 1 running back in America is going to be on campus in mid-June. The number 1 out of Texas, Ruben Owens.
And why?
Pierce Clarkson.
Right.
Yeah.
So you wonder.
I don't know if we'll get him, but what? somebody?
Yeah, I just looking through the window.
Wow.
If you come by the station, don't just look through the window. That's a very uncomfortable feeling. So
yeah,
Pierce Clarkson conversation.
Yeah,
is that going to take away Satterfield's credit for the class, or is that not a thing?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay,
it will if the season doesn't go well, and you want to use that as I don't want to say a narrative because I mean there's some truth to it, but I mean if you want to use that as like, well, he's not even full, but I think that only is if you're looking, if something goes south. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean,
do you think that class and the conversation, do you think that's pushing the current players?
I would think so.
Offseason?
I would think so. Well, and on top of it, I mean, I don't think it's just that. I think what's pushing the current players is there's been an infusion of outside talent and good talent. Guys from Miami, guys from Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? Guys from Florida State. I mean, you have good dudes coming in. Keytrail coming back, guys from Ole Miss. I mean, it's like I think that is what is pushing where the excitement is coming from and what's pushing the current team.
Hold on, sorry.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna try to hit somebody up and say, hey, what's going on? So right now, I want you to do a Steve percentage and a fan base percentage or a degree.
Yeah.
90 degrees is straight. What do you think the fan base is headed into, at this moment? 3831-93.9 is the text line. If you want to call in, wait a couple seconds till we get Nikki back into the booth. But fan base, 90 degrees is straight up. Horizontal is 180 degrees. Where would you put the trajectory right now of the football program? Because I know it's tough to answer.
Yeah, it is, because I think that there is excitement. I'm not sure how much total belief is there just yet. Like, I think people are excited. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's like I'm like, look, I'm somewhere around 150, 140. Yeah, but yeah, somebody said 120.
120.
And I would agree with that.
120 is pretty strong.
I would agree with that, because I think is what you're looking at there is people are really excited right now. But I still think there's a lot, and rightfully so, a lot of people like myself are saying, I'm excited because I think the recruiting for 23 is going phenomenal. I think what you did constructing this roster for this season, and especially Jermaine Lole was on campus this weekend. If they end up getting him, like, really excited. But I still can't get out of my brain the last two seasons either. So I think you know what I think where it's you know what I think the missing link is?
Listen, the appreciation for the personnel.
And that could be.
That's probably the biggest struggle he has right now, is that nobody's really paying attention to the personnel part of it. It's kind of like all eyeballs on him right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a gnat or a mini mosquito.
Okay.
Let's get ready to extract its blood on that one.
Yeah.
So what do you think most people go? You say 120 was the first one?
Yeah, I mean, Texture says 120, another 150. Oh, y'all all looking up. Y'all doing what? Look, I had to.
No. That's why I brought the picture. I'm like,
I wonder how many people are like me. Like, I might have to look this up. I don't really know.
When was the last time I was just whole hardcore protractor?
But yeah, I mean, and I don't think that's a crazy stance, though. And that's where I say I think everybody is a little off, just because I'll say it like this. I think the excitement is there. I don't know that the belief is fully there yet.
Uh-huh.
That's going to come, and there's nothing. And for Coach Satterfield, there's nothing that can be done until you start playing.
He can do about that. Okay.
Yeah, until you start
so
playing.
there was nothing he could do in the offseason.
Well, you could have. I mean,
Mike,
I know it's going to sound meaner than I want it to, but you could have done better the last couple seasons, and then the belief would be there.
Could he have done more in the spring?
No. I mean, what can he do? I mean,
have more violent practices.
I mean, I thought he put out a good product for a spring game. You got to see the guys. I mean,
This didn't hit hard enough for me.
Yeah, but I mean, are they ever going to? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, okay, 2 guys get concussed. Are we going to feel better? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's nothing he could do.
Yes.
I think until you start playing games. He's done everything. I mean,
who do we have over there, Nikki? Sorry about that.
No,
Mike.
Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I think momentum. The momentum itself is way up. Maybe as high as it can be. Maybe as high as it's been in years. And I'm with Steve because of the 2023 class. So the guys coming back this year, the momentum for me, I'm going to give you my opinion, man.
Mm-hmm.
The momentum for me for this year can't be high until I see a change in that defensive scheme, man. I mean, it looks like we've got the guys. If we get this guy from Arizona State and we get bigger linemen, let them play linebacker, fine defensive backs, it'll be really good this year. But and that all sounds good until they give up 45 points a game and they're receivers running down wide open and we can't stop the run. So everything, I think the momentum for me is from the 2023 class and maybe not so much for this year. But I'm optimistic. I think we could be really good this year, especially offensively. But man, I tell you, I've got to see something in that defense to give me hope.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys.
I appreciate
Mike,
it.
I appreciate the call.
I think Mike speaks maybe not the exact words, but I think he speaks what most people would say.
Because here's the thing, too. A lot of our plays are boom or bust on defense. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
We sell out on a lot of plays.
Yeah.
And, we get the thing in the open field, and Coach Brown says, we got to get a guy to the ground. And it's like, Kendrick Duncan had to make, is Kendrick Duncan, right?
Yeah.
He had to make
He's
many.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to make so many ankle clip tackles where he was the last man out there. Or we watched a guy run and
But I do feel like you bring guys like MJ Griffin. You've brought dudes.
Is this all about the line without selling out? Or are we going to continue to be that kind?
I need
are
push.
we a third and Grantham?
I hope not. I need push up front, but see, and this is what I hate. And what I'm about to say is everything that I hate, and it's everything like, okay, for instance, if I'm arguing James Strebel, the way the schedule's set up this year, what will drive me nuts? Normally, if Louisville's 3-0, 5-1, 6-1, and the last 3 games of the year are Clemson, NC State, Kentucky. It's going to drive me nuts when Louisville's 6-1 and James Strebel says, yeah, but they're going to lose the last 3 games of the year. And let me tell you why it's going to drive me nuts. Because I'm in my own brain, I'm going to be sitting around going, don't get me wrong. They're 5-6-1, 7-1. I don't be jacked.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So please don't take this
I'm
wrong.
going to believe that the product is the winning product. Yeah.
But in the back of my brain, I'm going to be like, I need to see something against those 3 teams. Like I said it last week. I'm not going to go on the whole spiel again, but like what happened at Kentucky can't happen ever again. I don't care if you go into that game 10-1. It just can't happen.
I'll take it a step further. I'll irritate myself by doing this. That's a bad team. You need to run up the score on them. I need to see you getting better against the inferior team. Like when you run up on Liberty late, you know what I'm saying? And that one ends up close, or something like that. Doesn't matter how, like, I know Liberty can play.
Yeah.
Or not Liberty. Who's is James Madison, right? Who's the team who play late?
James Madison.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they can play. But I'm going to see that finish line of tough opponents. And I'm going to say, I need to look like, because they're going to be much better.
Yeah. You
all the
can't
teams
come
play earlier.
and play a stinker against James Madison and expect me to get pumped for the next 3 games.
Right.
Yeah,
Or just like I'm gonna be looking for an extraordinary product early to feel like it's not fool's gold.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I know that's unfair, but I know that's how I'm gonna process.
But is it unfair, or have you as a staff, and it's a different staff, the last 2 years you've put me in this mindset? So yeah, it's unfair, but it's not. I've watched it before.
I think it's sports unfair.
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
I agree with that.
sports
But
unfair.
I've went into the last 2 years thinking, because remember, that second year when we opened up with WKU, do not forget that game 2 was a top 20 matchup, college game day in Louisville against Miami. There were expectations that year. Like, don't rewrite that and say there weren't expectations going into the season. Game 2 was a top 20 matchup against Miami, college game day here in Louisville. And you got busted. Like, it was like, there were expectations last year going into that Ole Miss game. There were expectations, and expectations you gave us.
Top 20 defense thing.
Yes, yeah, like you gave us those expectations. Text line says quite a few here. Let me get to them. Satterfield can't do anything for me except win ball games against legit teams. I think there's going to be a lot of that. Yeah, I'm interested to see what you say about this one. Our guys, especially Malik, look so skinny because their ankle socks wrapped in spat red tape. Makes your legs look skinny. While you're processing that, I'll say 150, 120. I'm excited, but the UK thing can never happen again. Texter, be nice. Too predictable on offense and defense. Soft. I'm still 180.
I want y'all to go look at Lamar Jackson. Go look at images of Lamar, Teddy, and Malik.
Yeah, he's just smaller than those guys. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, yeah, I sent Marcus a picture the other day, Nick, of it was they took it Derby, and it was Lamar and Malik, and I was like,
it was like Kenny Klein. It was like Kenny Klein, Lamar, Teddy, and it was just like, one of these kids or something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, listen, you've been here 3 years. Y'all have watched a weight program due to Jalen Withers. Y'all watch, you don't think he should be stocky after 3 years of playing scrambling quarterback, Steve?
Yeah.
You don't think his butt should look twice as big as it did 2 years ago? That has nothing to do with spats.
Okay, well, let me ask you this.
I know black is slimming. I wear it all the time.
Okay, but let me ask you this. Do you think that, are we in a situation here where it's going to, like, the final verdict's not going to be out? Do you think, okay, let me say it like this. Do you think some people are going to hold back until they see the finality of the season?
No.
Like, before they make a total.
They should.
Now, I'm not, now be clear. I'm not saying be excited. Louisville starts out 3-0. I'm going to be pumped.
Right.
I want my team to win. I want them to be 3-4-0. I don't care who they're beating. And they got some tough games early. So I don't want to make it sound like all their tough games are at the end.
Listen, I think the style matters early.
Because, I mean, if you beat.
I think the style of win
I
matters
agree.
early.
But I'm also saying, though, you have at Syracuse, UCF at UCF, and Florida State at home. Boom, boom, boom.
Listen,
you win those three.
You do it the right way. And
see, I think you win those three. It doesn't matter.
It's giddy up. Florida State, you win. It doesn't matter. Syracuse, people are judgmental.
I think Louisville fans respect UCF more than you think. I think people really appreciate that game. No, I think Louisville fans, because I think they look at UCF and they feel like, I think they see us. I think they see us. I think they see what we've done.
What we left behind.
And now they're, and of course they're going to be in the Big 12, not next year, but the year after, But I mean, I think they see, we've always respected a team like UCF that's like, I feel you. Like, y'all making a living on Thursday and Fridays.
Okay, I worry that the fans don't. I will admit
Okay.
that. I worry that the fans don't respect UCF. But
I'm more worried about Syracuse.
If I'm planning on having a good year, I expect to handle UCF without their quarterback.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
But they still got Gus Malzahn. I mean, like
I don't expect to be an interception, touchdown, return to win.
I think people were okay with that last year. I think people were okay with that win. I mean, that was one of. I'm not going to rewrite that either. That was one of the funnest stadiums I've ever been.
When
in.
it happened.
Yeah, when it happened. Yes, when it happened.
But couple that with the season, and you're like,
yeah. In hindsight, you're like, who wish you hadn't got it?
No, Steve. Nobody ever thought that. Don't say that.
5 wins
when we were pouty.
But I don't know.
I think style of play.
Okay,
I'm
but
not
disagreeing.
I think people are going to be extreme. Is that fair?
I think they'll be extreme on the low end. I think if you start out 2-2.
I don't know.
I think people are going to be extreme on the low end. I don't know how extreme they're going to be on the high end.
I'm going to personally be the shield. If you're 3-0, you bust Florida State.
I agree.
See, I will step in front of. Listen, I will hold off the Army.
Me too.
As long as I can.
Me too.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
I will send my 300 to cut off the pass.
Yes.
And give y'all time to prepare. If you're 3-0. If you're 3-0,
we'll run lead blocking for Blankenbaker.
Yes.
If they're 3-0.
Yes.
We're going to do it. Like, we will fight this fight with you.
Listen, to your point, the 3 in the back of your mind, that's a seed that somebody else planted.
Right.
But I'm mentally strong enough to get that out of my head.
Plus, I'm like, if it's 3, it's probably 4. It's going to be UCF or USF. I'm like, I'm projecting out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, okay, I'll take the 3 out and put Kentucky by itself. Right now, we're gonna lump those 3 together.
Yes.
Clemson, Kentucky, and North Carolina State. You start off with a heavy hit and run, then you're like, okay, Clemson, North Carolina State, either one can get us, but Kentucky's still individual.
Okay, yes, I agree. But also, you can go to Death Valley and they
get busted.
Yeah, and people live. I can't do it again with Kentucky.
Yes.
But here's the other thing.
But you can't just lose.
We're out here throwing out words like 3-0. I think that's where I'm going back to my thing. I don't think anybody believes that you're like, I like the roster. I do. I like everything about Louisville's roster. And if they get Lole, I literally will like everything about the roster.
Especially early.
I think the O-line's taking a little more work than what's being put out there.
I'll worry about depth.
Sure.
Later on, but early, I'm like, okay.
But my issue is though how many? I mean, we're throwing out 3-0, just like 3-0, 3-0, and it's like, who in their right mind is sitting here going, well, I'll be 3-0? I mean, that's my issue.
When you individualize the schedule, you say, okay, these are winnable games. But 3-0 sounds.
Yes,
3-0 is hard.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, 3-0 is hard, but beating Syracuse is not. 3-0 is hard, but beating UCF is not.
Exactly.
3-0 is hard, but beating Florida State, you don't consider as being hard at home.
I know. So
when we're projecting schedules, we say it like that. But week to week, game to game, that's why I say if we individual win 3 games in a row, I'm gonna send my 300 to cut off the pass.
Yeah.
And I will listen, and I will protect you. and what I'm saying, protect you, I will get people to understand how difficult this is. I will do my damnedest to get people to understand what you've accomplished already before you get to that Kentucky game.
Yeah.
The Kentucky game, listen, that little gremlin thing that snitched on us where they found out how to flank us, I can't stop that.
I know.
That little gremlin is the Kentucky.
But that's what my whole question is. I'm gauging, do people truthfully believe? And that's going to be his job to make us. Because right now, I'm not sure I visualize us going there and winning.
Going where?
To Kentucky winning. And it's like,
you better look damn good.
And I need you
better look damn good.
To